Let me tell you something real today. A man can hide many things, but one thing he can't hide is how he treats you when he first sees you. Because a greeting is not just words, it's emotion, intention, and energy. When a man is truly crazy about you, his greeting changes, his voice changes, his body language changes, his whole mood shifts. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. You can feel it. If a man greets you with excitement, with warmth, with genuine happiness, that means your presence means something to him. When he sees you and his face lights up, when he smiles without trying, when his tone becomes softer, kinder, and more attentive, that's not acting. That's emotion. A man who is crazy about you doesn't greet you casually. He doesn't say, hey, and keep walking. He pauses. He gives you his attention. He makes you feel seen. Because when a man truly cares, your presence becomes the highlight of his moment. Watch how he speaks to you. If he asks how you are and actually waits for the answer, that means something. If he remembers small details, if he checks on your mood, if he notices when something is wrong, that's emotional investment. When a man is crazy about you, he greets you with respect, not pressure, not games, not confusion. He brings peace, not anxiety. His greeting makes you feel comfortable, safe, and valued. See, love is not proven in big promises. It's proven in small, consistent actions. The way he looks at you, the way he listens, the way he responds, the way he greets you. Because a man who is truly into you doesn't make you question your worth. He reminds you of it without even trying. When a man is truly crazy about you, the very first thing that changes is the way he greets you. You might not notice it at first, but if you pay close attention, you'll realize there is a powerful difference between a casual greeting and one that comes from genuine emotion. A man who is deeply interested and you cannot hide his excitement. The moment he sees you, something inside him shifts. His energy lifts, his face softens, and his eyes light up. Even if he tries to stay calm, his body language gives him away. There is a warmth in his expression that wasn't there before, a natural smile that appears without effort. This is not something he plans or practices. It happens because seeing you genuinely makes him happy. When he greets you, his voice changes. It becomes softer, kinder, and more attentive. The tone he uses with you is different from how he speaks to others. There is more care, more patience, and more emotion behind his words. Even a simple hello carries depth. You can hear it. You can feel it. It doesn't sound rushed or forced. It sounds real. A man who is crazy about you wants you to feel welcomed, comfortable, and appreciated from the very first moment of interaction. That's why his voice becomes gentle and inviting, almost as if he's saying, without words, I'm glad you're here. His greeting also shows in the way he looks at you. He doesn't just glance and move on. He pauses. He makes eye contact. He truly sees you. In that moment, the world around him fades just a little and you become the focus. That pause is important because it shows that your presence matters. He's not just acknowledging you. He's appreciating you. That brief moment of attention is filled with emotion. Even if neither of you says anything, it's in that look, that small pause, that you can sense his interest and affection. Another powerful sign is how his body reacts when he greets you. He might lean in slightly, turn his body toward you, or stand up straighter. These movements happen naturally. They show respect, attraction, and emotional openness. His posture becomes more alert, more engaged, as if he wants to give you his best version. He might mirror your movements, smile more, or find small ways to stay near you. These are subconscious actions that reveal how important you are to him. A man who feels deeply cannot stay distant. His body moves closer, even when he doesn't realize it. When a man is crazy about you, he doesn't just greet you. He connects with you. He asks how you are and genuinely waits for the answer. He listens not just to respond, but to understand. He remembers the small details you share. He notices changes in your mood, your energy, and your expression. If something seems off, he senses it. His greeting becomes a check-in, a quiet way of making sure you're okay. That emotional awareness shows that his feelings go beyond surface attraction. It shows care, concern, and emotional investment. His greeting also carries respect. There is no pressure, no rush, no demand. He doesn't make you feel uncomfortable or unsure. Instead, he creates a sense of calm. You feel safe in his presence. You feel seen and valued. That sense of peace is a strong sign of genuine interest. A man who truly cares doesn't bring chaos into your life. He brings stability. His greeting becomes a moment of emotional safety, a reminder that you matter. Sometimes his excitement shows in small, playful ways. He might tease you gently, laugh more, or find excuses to keep the conversation going. He wants the moment to last, even if it's just a short greeting. He tries to stretch it, adding one more question, one more smile, one more comment. This is because he enjoys being around you. Your presence lifts his mood, and he wants to hold on to that feeling for as long as possible. A man who is crazy about you also greets you with consistency. It's not warm one day and cold the next. His energy remains steady. No matter how busy or tired he is, he still makes the effort to show care. This consistency builds trust. It shows that his feelings are not based on mood or convenience, but on genuine emotion. You don't have to wonder where you stand. His greeting reassures you every time. Over time, you begin to notice how his greeting affects you. It makes you feel appreciated, comfortable, and calm. You start to associate his presence with positivity and warmth. That emotional response is not accidental. It is created by the care, attention, and respect he puts into those small moments. He may not always say big romantic words, but his greeting speaks louder than any speech ever could. In a world where many people hide their feelings or play games, a genuine greeting stands out. It feels honest, it feels safe, it feels real. And when a man greets you in a way that makes you feel valued, peaceful, and emotionally secure, it's a strong sign that his feelings run deep. Because true affection doesn't need to be loud. Sometimes it's simply shown in the way someone says hello. When a man is truly crazy about you, his emotions begin to show in the smallest, most natural ways, especially in how he greets you. You don't need grand gestures or dramatic confessions to know where you stand. All you need to do is observe the subtle shifts in his behavior when you enter the room or appear in his space. His reaction is instinctive, not planned. The moment he sees you, his mood changes. There is a spark of excitement, a softening of his expression, and a warmth in his eyes that cannot be faked. Even if he tries to appear calm or composed, his energy gives him away. His body and heart respond before his mind can catch up. His greeting carries emotion. It isn't casual or empty. It has depth. Even simple words sound different when they come from a place of genuine interest. You can hear the care in his tone. There is patience, kindness, and attention in the way he speaks. He doesn't rush through the moment. He allows it to breathe. He lets the connection exist. That is because your presence matters to him. And he wants you to feel that even if he never says it directly. One of the clearest signs of his feelings is the way he focuses on you. When he greets you, distractions fade into the background. His phone becomes less important. His surroundings seem to disappear for a brief moment. His attention shifts fully toward you. That kind of focus is rare in a world full of noise and constant stimulation. It shows emotional priority. In that moment, you are not just another person in his day. You are the person his heart responds to. He also greets you with genuine curiosity. He wants to know how you are, not out of politeness, but out of real concern. He notices changes in your mood. If you seem tired, he senses it. If you seem happy, he shares in that joy. If something feels off, he becomes more attentive. His greeting becomes a quiet check-in, a way of making sure you're okay. This emotional awareness is a powerful sign of deeper feelings. It shows that he is mentally and emotionally connected to you. His body language speaks just as loudly as his words. He may stand a little straighter, lean slightly closer, or turn his whole body toward you. These small movements show respect and attraction. He unconsciously adjusts himself to face you fully, signaling openness and interest. There is no defensiveness, no distance. His posture becomes relaxed yet alert, comfortable yet engaged. These subtle cues reveal how important you are to him. When a man is crazy about you, his greeting carries a sense of joy. There is a lightness in his energy, a brightness in his smile, and a softness in his eyes. Being around you lifts his mood. Even if he was stressed, tired, or distracted before seeing you, your presence brings a shift. His stress fades slightly. His tension eases. His expression relaxes. This change is not something he controls. It happens because you matter to him emotionally. He also finds reasons to extend the moment. A greeting that could last a few seconds becomes a longer interaction. He asks another question. He makes a small joke. He comments on something you said earlier. He searches for ways to keep the conversation going, even if it's brief. This desire to prolong the moment shows that he values your company. Time spent with you feels good, and he doesn't want it to end too quickly. Another powerful sign is consistency. His greeting doesn't change based on his mood, convenience, or external circumstances. Whether he's busy or free, tired or energized, he still makes the effort to greet you warmly. This consistency builds emotional safety. You don't feel confused or uncertain. You don't wonder where you stand. His steady behavior reassures you that his feelings are genuine and stable, not temporary or situational. Respect is also deeply embedded in his greeting. He doesn't cross boundaries. He doesn't make you uncomfortable. He doesn't pressure you. Instead, he creates a sense of ease. You feel calm in his presence. You feel accepted for who you are. His respect shows that his feelings are not just physical attraction, but emotional admiration. He values you as a person, not just as an idea or desire. Sometimes his excitement reveals itself in nervousness. He might stumble over his words, laugh a little too much, or seem slightly unsure of himself. This vulnerability is actually a beautiful sign. It shows that he cares about making a good impression. Your opinion matters to him, and that importance creates a gentle, nervous energy. He wants to get it right. He wants you to feel good around him. Over time, these small moments begin to create a pattern. You start to recognize the warmth in his greetings, the consistency in his behavior, and the emotional presence he brings. You begin to feel valued without needing constant reassurance. His actions quietly remind you of your worth. He may not always say how deeply he feels, but his greeting speaks volumes. It carries honesty, affection, and emotional truth. In a world where people often hide their feelings or play emotional games, a genuine greeting stands out. It feels pure. It feels safe. It feels real. And when a man greets you in a way that consistently brings peace, warmth, and emotional comfort, it's a powerful sign that his heart is deeply involved. Because real love often begins in the smallest moments, and sometimes it is most clearly revealed in the simple act of saying hello. When a man is truly crazy about you, his greeting becomes more than just a habit. It turns into a moment filled with emotion, intention, and unspoken meaning. Even before he says a word, you can sense the shift in his energy. There is a spark, a warmth, and a gentle excitement that rises the instant he sees you. His face softens, his eyes brighten, and his entire presence seems to lean toward you. These changes happen naturally, without effort or planning, because genuine feelings always reveal themselves in the smallest details. The way he looks at you during that first moment says more than words ever could. His eyes linger just a second longer. His focus stays on you even when there are distractions around. That attention shows that you matter. You are not just someone he happens to see, you are someone his heart recognizes. In that brief pause, he is acknowledging your importance, appreciating your presence, and silently expressing how much it means to him to see you. His voice carries emotion when he greets you. It becomes softer, warmer, and more caring. Even a simple phrase sounds different when it comes from genuine affection. There is patience in his tone, a calm steadiness that makes you feel comfortable. He is not rushed or careless with his words. He chooses them gently, wanting you to feel welcomed and valued. This shift in tone reflects his emotional connection, showing that he wants to create a positive experience for you from the very beginning of every interaction. When he greets you, his body language reveals openness. He turns toward you fully, aligning his posture with yours. He might lean in slightly, signaling interest and engagement. His movements become relaxed yet attentive, showing that he feels comfortable but deeply invested. There is no tension, no distance, no emotional barrier. His body mirrors his feelings, drawing him closer to you without him even realizing it. He also greets you with genuine curiosity. He wants to know how you are, how your day has been, and how you are feeling. These questions are not routine, they are sincere. He listens closely to your answers, remembering the small details you share. If you mention something that matters to you, he holds on to it. When you speak, he gives you his full attention, making you feel heard and understood. This emotional attentiveness is a powerful sign of deep interest and care. A man who is crazy about you often finds joy in your presence. Your arrival lifts his mood, even if he was tired or stressed moments before. There is a visible change in his expression, a release of tension, and a sense of lightness that appears when you are near. Being around you feels good to him, and his greeting reflects that happiness. It becomes a moment of relief, comfort, and emotional connection. He also tries to extend the moment. Instead of a quick hello and goodbye, he finds small ways to keep the interaction going. He adds a thoughtful comment, shares a quick story, or asks an extra question. He is not ready to let the moment end. Time with you feels valuable, and he wants to savor it, even if only for a few extra seconds. This desire to prolong the connection shows how much he appreciates your presence. His consistency further reveals his feelings. No matter the situation, his greeting remains warm and respectful. He doesn't become distant when he's busy or distracted. He still makes the effort to acknowledge you with care. This steady behavior creates a sense of emotional safety. You know what to expect. You don't feel confused or uncertain. His consistency builds trust and reassurance, showing that his feelings are stable and sincere. Respect is deeply woven into his greeting. He does not cross boundaries or make you uncomfortable. Instead, he treats you with kindness and consideration. He values your comfort and emotional well-being. His respectful approach shows that his interest is not selfish or superficial. It is rooted in admiration and genuine care for who you are as a person. Sometimes his feelings appear as nervous excitement. He might fumble his words slightly, laugh a bit more than usual, or seem momentarily unsure of himself. This vulnerability is a sign that your opinion matters deeply to him. He wants to make a good impression. He wants you to feel good in his presence. That gentle nervousness reveals the depth of his emotional investment. Over time, these small behaviors form a clear pattern. You begin to recognize the warmth in his greetings, the sincerity in his tone, and the consistency in his actions. You feel valued without needing constant reassurance. His presence brings comfort, not anxiety. His greeting becomes a quiet reminder of your importance in his life. In a world where emotional games and mixed signals are common, a genuine greeting stands out. It feels honest, calm, and reassuring. When a man greets you with attention, warmth, respect, and consistency, it reflects deep emotional connection. Because true affection is not always shown through grand gestures. Often, it is revealed in the simplest moments, in the way someone looks at you, speaks to you, and makes you feel the instant they see you. When a man is truly crazy about you, his greeting becomes a quiet confession of his feelings. Long before he ever speaks about love or commitment, the way he acknowledges your presence reveals what his heart is doing. The moment he sees you, there is a subtle shift in his energy. His posture changes, his eyes soften, and a natural warmth appears in his expression. These reactions happen instantly and without effort, because genuine emotion cannot be hidden for long. Even if he tries to remain calm or reserved, his body language betrays him, showing just how much your presence affects him. His eyes tell the story first. They linger on you, not in a way that feels uncomfortable, but in a way that feels attentive and sincere. There is a depth in his gaze, a sense that he is truly seeing you rather than simply looking at you. In that brief moment of eye contact, you can feel that you matter. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are someone who holds emotional significance for him. That pause, that soft focus reveals admiration, attraction, and emotional connection all at once. When he speaks, his voice carries a different tone. It becomes gentler, calmer, and more thoughtful. Even simple words sound richer, layered with care and intention. He does not rush through his greeting. He allows space for the moment, as if he wants to fully experience your presence. His tone is steady and reassuring, creating a sense of comfort. You feel welcomed, not just acknowledged. This shift in his voice shows that he is emotionally invested, wanting to create a positive and meaningful interaction. His body language continues to reveal his feelings. He turns toward you completely, giving you his full attention. His shoulders relax, his stance opens, and he subtly leans closer. These movements happen unconsciously, guided by attraction and emotional openness. There is no barrier between you, no defensive posture. His physical openness mirrors his emotional availability, showing that he feels safe and comfortable with you, and that he wants you to feel the same. A man who is crazy about you also greets you with genuine curiosity. He wants to know how you are, not out of habit, but because he truly cares. He listens closely to your answer, absorbing the details you share. He remembers what you say, even the small things, and later brings them up in conversation. This attentiveness demonstrates emotional presence. It shows that he values your thoughts, your experiences, and your feelings. You are not just someone he talks to, you are someone he connects with. Your presence has a noticeable effect on his mood. If he was stressed, tired, or distracted, seeing you brings a sense of relief. His tension eases, his expression softens, and his energy lifts. There is a visible change, as if your presence has the power to brighten his day. This emotional shift reveals how deeply he values you. Being around you makes him feel better, calmer, and more balanced. He also finds small ways to extend the moment. A simple greeting turns into a short conversation. He adds a thoughtful comment, asks another question, or shares something about his day. He is not ready to let the interaction end. Time with you feels precious, and he wants to hold on to it, even if only for a few more seconds. This desire to prolong your time together shows how much he enjoys your company. Consistency is another powerful indicator of his feelings. His greeting remains warm and respectful regardless of circumstances. Whether he is busy, tired, or overwhelmed, he still makes the effort to acknowledge you with care. This steady behavior builds trust and emotional security. You do not have to guess how he feels from day to day. His consistency reassures you that his emotions are stable and sincere. Respect is deeply embedded in the way he greets you. He honors your boundaries and makes sure you feel comfortable. There is no pressure, no rush, and no attempt to control the interaction. Instead, he creates a space where you can relax and be yourself. His respect shows that his interest goes beyond surface attraction. It is rooted in admiration and genuine care for who you are. At times, his feelings reveal themselves through gentle nervousness. He may stumble over his words, laugh a little more than usual, or seem momentarily unsure. This vulnerability is a sign that your opinion matters to him. He wants to make a good impression and worries about getting it right. That nervous energy reflects emotional investment and a desire to connect on a deeper level. Over time, these small moments accumulate, creating a clear pattern of affection and care. You begin to feel valued, seen, and appreciated without needing constant reassurance. His greeting becomes a source of comfort, a reminder that you matter. It carries warmth, respect, and emotional honesty, showing that his feelings are genuine and deep. When a man is genuinely crazy about you, his greeting becomes a reflection of the depth of his feelings. It is never casual or routine. From the very first second he notices you, his energy changes, and it is almost impossible for him to hide it. His face softens, a natural smile appears, and his eyes carry a brightness that reflects genuine excitement. Even if he tries to appear composed, There is a subtle shift in his body language, an unspoken signal that reveals the importance of your presence in his life. Every movement, every glance, and every tone of voice becomes infused with meaning, showing that he is emotionally engaged and invested in you. The way he looks at you during a greeting is perhaps the most telling sign of all. His gaze lingers, not in a way that is uncomfortable or intrusive, but in a way that communicates focus and attention. He sees you fully, taking in the nuances of your expression, the little details that make you unique. This moment of eye contact conveys more than words ever could. In it, you feel acknowledged and valued. You sense that you are more than just someone passing by in his day. You are someone he notices, admires, and genuinely wants to be around. That pause, the way he allows his gaze to meet yours, speaks volumes about the emotional significance you hold for him. His voice carries emotion when he greets you. Even simple words take on a new depth and warmth. There is patience, gentleness, and attentiveness in the tone he uses. He does not rush through his greeting or treat it as a mere formality. Instead, he allows the interaction to breathe, letting his words convey care and sincerity. You can sense that he wants the moment to be meaningful, that he is making an effort, consciously or unconsciously, to ensure you feel welcomed and appreciated. The subtle differences in his voice, its softness, its warmth, its calmness, communicate the emotions he may not yet be able to put into explicit words. Body language further reveals his feelings. A man who is truly interested turns his entire body toward you, signaling openness and engagement. He may lean slightly closer, subtly adjusting his posture to convey interest and attentiveness. There is no defensive stance, no distance, no signs of distraction. Instead, he becomes fully present, showing through his physicality that your presence matters to him. Every small gesture, from the tilt of his head to the way he positions his shoulders, reflects emotional availability and a desire to connect. Genuine curiosity is another key element of his greeting. He asks how you are not out of politeness, but because he genuinely cares. He listens intently to your responses, absorbing the details you share. He remembers small things you mention, like a problem at work or a story from the weekend, and later references them. This shows that he is emotionally attentive, that he values your experiences, and that he wants to understand you on a deeper level. His greeting is not just a formality. It is a reflection of his investment in your life and well-being. The effect your presence has on his mood is undeniable. Seeing you can instantly brighten his day, soften his stress, or bring a sense of calm. If he was tense or preoccupied moments before, your arrival can ease that tension. There is an observable shift in his expression and energy, a sign that being around you genuinely uplifts him. This emotional response is an unspoken indicator of how much he values and enjoys your presence. Your presence matters to him in a way that goes beyond surface level attraction. It affects him emotionally and mentally. A man who is truly invested in you finds ways to prolong even brief interactions. A simple greeting becomes an opportunity to connect, to ask another question, to share a quick thought, or to engage in light conversation. He is not eager to end the moment, because every second with you carries value. This desire to extend the interaction demonstrates that he enjoys your company, cherishes your attention, and wants to maximize the time you spend together, even if it is fleeting. Consistency is another hallmark of genuine affection. His greeting remains warm, attentive, and respectful regardless of his mood, schedule, or external circumstances. He does not offer you warmth one day and indifference the next. This steadiness creates a sense of emotional security. You know what to expect, and you feel safe in his presence. His consistent behavior signals that his feelings are real, reliable, and stable, not fleeting or situational. Respect is inherently part of his approach. He ensures that you feel comfortable and safe. He does not pressure you, make inappropriate jokes, or invade your personal space. Instead, he treats you with consideration and attentiveness. This respect demonstrates that his interest is genuine and rooted in admiration for who you are as a person, not just in surface level attraction or fleeting desire. His respect, paired with his emotional presence, creates a feeling of peace and reassurance whenever he greets you. At times, his feelings reveal themselves through small, nervous gestures. He might stumble over words, laugh slightly more than usual, or hesitate briefly before speaking. This subtle vulnerability shows that he cares deeply about your perception of him. He wants to make a good impression and is aware that you matter to him. The slight nervousness is a sign of emotional investment, showing that he values your opinion and presence. It is a quiet but powerful indicator that his feelings are heartfelt and sincere. Over time, these small gestures and consistent behaviors accumulate into a clear pattern. You start to recognize the warmth in his greetings, the attentiveness in his questions, and the steadiness in his behavior. You feel valued, seen, and appreciated without needing constant reassurance. His greeting becomes more than a formality. It becomes a source of comfort, a reminder of his emotional investment, and a demonstration of his affection. Every word, glance, and movement in his greeting reflects his genuine interest and care, revealing a heart that is truly captivated by you.